Hi, I'm Michelle and welcome to Pelvic Exercises. Well, today we're looking at 4 great positions to do your Kegel exercises at home. And these are really great positions if you're a beginner. Now, just remembering, just a quick review, your pelvic floor muscles, that's your pelvis. Pelvic floor muscles are underneath the pelvis here. And if you're sitting up, the pelvic floor muscles have to lift and squeeze against gravity. So I'm going to show you positions that are lying down where the pelvic floor doesn't have to work quite as hard. So you can imagine the pelvic floor muscles are like that, rather than like that, working quite as hard. So let's take a look at 4 nice positions you might like to try at home. First position, and it's a classic position for your pelvic floor exercises, is lying down. So let's move into lying down. You can lie down at home, you can do this on your bed or on a mat on the ground. So I'm going to lie down with my knees bent. Now, some important things about this position are that when you're lying down, you have the inward curve in your lower back. So you don't want to be pressing your back down flat, you want that inward curve. You can have your legs bent and your feet flat. I'm going to lie down flat from this exercise, or you could be lying down with your legs straight if you chose to. I prefer to have my legs bent for this exercise. And so remembering that at home, when you do this exercise, you lift and squeeze through your pelvic openings, try and drawing up and in so that you can lift and squeeze, feel those pelvic floor muscles lifting up and then lowering down. Now that's the first position you can try at home. Second position you might like to try is lying on your side. So side lying is another position that some women like to use in this position. And again, key things are to have the inward curve in your lower back, not your back slumped. You can have your legs bent comfortably and you might use a pillow. I'm just using my forearm here to support my neck. And again, doing the same action of lifting and squeezing up inside my pelvic floor, in and around my pelvic floor openings, and lowering them down slowly. The third position you can try, and this is a really nice position for trying to activate around the front of the pelvic floor, around the urethra or urine tube, and that's lying prone. So lying prone, in this position, lying down like this, and then you can actually try to lift and squeeze and try and feel your pelvic floor muscles lifting and squeezing in that position, in the prone position. So you can see that there's a variety of positions that you can try to use. And you can use the position at home that you can actually best feel your pelvic floor muscles working, whether it's lying on your back, on your side, or lying prone. And they're really nice positions for beginners starting out. Now, I'm also going to show you a couple of positions in sitting that might help you if you're a beginner as well. Let's take a look at those now. So that you can visualise if the pelvis is in sitting, the pelvic floor muscles have to lift and squeeze inside, and they're lifting up in through this area here, and they're lifting up against gravity, okay? So this makes the muscles have to work a little bit harder, but sometimes women can feel this position better than they can lying down. So let's try the first position, and I'm sitting on an exercise ball here, you can see at home. So key points for when you're sitting on your exercise ball, take your feet apart, all right? Lift your chest and make sure that you've got your normal inward curve in your back. If you're slumped, your pelvic floor muscles won't work nearly as well. So you need to be sitting tall, inward curve in the back. And again, in that position, you can feel in and around your pelvic floor that lift and squeeze action, the pelvic floor muscles working quite effectively actually. So if you're going to do the action, you're going to lift and squeeze inside, you're going to hold the contraction, and then you're going to lower it down slowly and relax. So that's one of the sitting positions that you can try for your seated pelvic floor exercises. The final one I want to show you is on a chair. Okay, so sitting on a chair or a stool at home, again, the same principle that I use sitting on the ball, legs slightly apart, leaning forward so that you can actually feel what your pelvic floor muscles are doing on the chair. You can lift and squeeze in that position. And if you're having trouble feeling the muscles, a nice way of modifying this is to use a little towel roll. So I'm just going to make like a little towel roll saddle, and there's my towel roll. I'm actually going to sit on that like I'm sitting on a little saddle. And again, leaning forward. Now try to do your contraction on the towel roll and lifting and squeezing the muscles inside and lowering down. And that's another really nice way of feeling your pelvic floor muscles working at home. if you're a beginner at home, there's a number of positions you know that you can now use, either lying on your back, lying on your side, or lying on your tummy, and all those positions can help you better feel your pelvic floor muscles working. Alternatively, you can use an exercise ball, or you can use a chair, and you can do those exercises, your Kegel exercises, sitting on the chair, maybe even using a towel roll that we talked about. So I hope that those exercises help you at home better feel your pelvic floor muscles working. I'd love you to subscribe for more of these types of videos. You can subscribe down below. I look forward to exercising with you again soon. Bye for now.